Bienvenue à Amritsar. Après une escale à Delhi, nous venons de poser le pied sur le sol d'une région peu connue, située à cheval entre l'Inde et le Pakistan, le Pendjab. Pourquoi cette région ? Pour vous emmener avec nous dans notre histoire et vous faire découvrir celle d'un des produits les plus populaires au monde, le ballon de football. L'histoire et la géographie du Pendjab lui ont offert un savoir-faire culturel et artisanal autour du ballon de sport. Savoir-faire qui, vous allez le voir, se transmet de génération en génération. Bienvenue avec nous au cœur de ce reportage, bienvenue au cœur du Pendjab, cette région du monde qui nous fait jouer au ballon.
First of all, I would say Cette. Cette is the Sikh greetings. When the Sikh people meet each other, they greet with the word Cette, which mean in English, call for the victory.
Call for the victory.
Call for the victory, or you can say true name is the God, who is timeless.
Okay.
So when you talk about Punjab, we always pronounce with the two words, Panch, Ab. Panch mean 5 and Ab mean rivers.
Ah, okay.
Panch mean 5, Ab mean rivers, Ab mean water, the land of 5 water.
La région du Pendjab, nichée au pied de l'Himalaya et au sud du Cachemire, est un peu cette page centrale d'un grand livre d'histoire. Ce pont entre le monde arabe et indien, voie privilégiée vers l'Asie, a vu passer marchands, soldats et pèlerins des siècles durant. Axe stratégique de la nouvelle route de la soie, le Pendjab faisait partie d'un seul et même pays durant l'occupation britannique. À leur départ en 1947, l'Empire britannique des Indes est divisé en deux pour des raisons religieuses, faisant naître deux États souverains, l'Inde et le Pakistan. Cette division menée sous fond d'intérêt coupe la région du Pendjab en deux, permettant à l'époque la création d'une terre pour les musulmans, le Pakistan. Sumdeep, guide rencontré au Golden Temple, nous en apprend un peu plus lors de la visite de ce lieu religieux ouvert à tous, symbole de la multiculturalité religieuse historique de l'Inde. Il nous explique que, durant l'occupation, les militaires et colons britanniques se divertissaient autour de leurs activités favorites, le cricket et le football. Découvrant ces sports, les Indiens se mettent à fabriquer crosses de cricket et ballons de football, avec une dextérité qui impressionne. Produits qui deviendront même une monnaie d'échange entre les deux pays. Si l'histoire a favorisé le développement du savoir-faire pendjabi dans le ballon, la géographie de la région a également joué un rôle important. La présence de terres agricoles fertiles et de canaux d'irrigation développés lors de l'époque coloniale lui ont offert un accès aux matières premières nécessaires à la réalisation des ballons de l'époque, le cuir et le coton.
ਫੁੱਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਉਸ ਮਹਿਲ 'ਚ ਬੂਟਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਨੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਅਲੜੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਛੱਡੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ
Le Pendjab a longtemps été le premier producteur de ballons au monde. Afin d'en savoir un peu plus sur ce savoir-faire local, nous sommes allés rencontrer l'un des acteurs du ballon de la région. À Jalendhar, partie indienne du Pendjab, Anuj et son fils Anurag dirigent une usine de fabrication de ballons.
So, Anuj, we are here in your factory. It's your factory. Could you tell us more about the history of this factory?
Okay. This legend was established in 1994. This is a family-owned company, and we produce soccer balls, all kinds of balls.
Yeah, we explained us that the sport ball industry is really important here. And in Pendjab too,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
I tell you.
Pakistan and in
I'll-
India.
This industry was started in Sialkot during the
Yeah.
British rule, the Imperial India,
Okay.
which is now in Pakistan.
Yeah.
The industry started there, and after the partition, and the people who migrated from Sialkot, those people they settled in this area of Punjab. This is Punjab too.
Ah, okay.
And they started the same business, and they grown into a big industry.
Okay.
So this is the history of business sports goods industry in Jalandhar. Basically, it is the same the people who migrated from Sialkot after the partition.
Okay.
So
So it's the same.
same culture.
It's the same
same
culture.
thing. Yeah, same people. Only due to the religion you can say, or the policies of the British rule, the country had to be divided, and one religion could stay there, another could. They had to come to this part of India.
Okay.
So those people they came and settled here in Jalandhar, and they started their business, the same business. So we founded. I was 25 years old when I founded this company with my family, and this was out of the passion. I started passion for sports, and slowly it turned into some for the cause for social welfare and to upgradation of the the living standards and all. So that thing also pushed me
Okay.
to start this, and
Because I see that discussing with Amit from Fairtrade,
Yeah.
that you were the first.
yeah, we are the first
Fairtrade
company.
factory.
Yes, we're the first fitted factory to initiate this program with our workers, and we are very happy, and the workers are also very happy. So this gives us immense satisfaction.
Okay, this was really important for you.
It is not the matter of importance. I think it was just an idea we stuck in our mind. This is our responsibility towards the society, which
Okay.
we are taking care of.
Okay.
So we are just trying to give something back to the society. So we
Okay.
got so much from this business, from the society. So this is our responsibility to give something back.
Okay.
This is how
And
it goes.
I was wondering because we understood that there is a lot of or some sport ball factories here in
Yeah.
Jalandhar,
Yeah.
also in Sialkot.
Yeah.
So Amit explained me how does it work with Fairtrade. So I know that when you sell the product,
Yeah.
you sell maybe a little bit more respect to other factories. Is it difficult to do business like that because you're not working just on the price finally? And is it difficult to sell products?
Yes, it is difficult because when you are taking care of so many things, definitely your cost is likely to go up, and globally the competition is getting very hard. So,
Yeah.
but still there are some people who are also they feel that responsibility towards the society. So we are just matching with them.
Okay.
And we are getting the business. So what Fairtrade, as you know that we being Fairtrade company, we can always trade with the Fairtrade company only. So this is a group which we have joined basically, and there are many people which are joining in
Okay.
globally. So we have opportunity to work with them, and it's a good experience,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
वो करती मुझे टेक्स्ट कहती फ्लाई तेरा फोन क्यों है स्विच ऑफ डिप ना शिट digging on my info चिल करना शादी मेरे साथ वो भी इंडोर ये माल है इंटेंस एंड इट्स इंडो नहीं वेस्ट करना टाइम बेब I'm trying to keep it simple मेरा दिल उसका होमी मिलना चाहती मुझसे cause she feel lonely broken heart बना उसका favorite emoji figured out sprite रहता हूँ मैं zone में
En visitant l'atelier de production, nous découvrons que le ballon reste un produit très artisanal, même de nos jours, autour d'un savoir-faire transmis de génération en génération.
dirty my spot dirty shoe लगता हर एक दिन brand new
Hi, I'm Anurag Pasricha. I'm 26 years old and I'm the director of the company Legend International, the sports ball manufacturing company established by my father in 1994. And we are here producing a lot of sports goods, say sports football, basketball, volleyball and other products. And I would like to show you around what are the processes that it takes place in the factory.
pull up with a gang like Lou
Nous pénétrons maintenant dans les secrets de fabrication d'un ballon de football. La matière première qui compose sa surface externe est en plastique. La majeure partie du temps, il s'agit de PVC ou de PU. Le PU est utilisé sur les ballons haut de gamme, que l'on retrouve sur les terrains de compétition nationale et internationale. À l'arrivée de cette matière en usine, elle est entoilée avec du polyester ou du coton afin de la consolider, mais aussi de lui apporter un certain rebond grâce à une colle en latex. Deuxième étape, la peinture. Le ballon est imprimé par sérigraphie. Un calque par couleur est nécessaire. Ensuite, la découpe des matières. Un emporte-pièce vient frapper et découper les panneaux du futur ballon. Chaque panneau est ensuite trié avant d'être assemblé, par couture à la main ou en machine. La technique manuelle est la plus ancestrale. Le ballon est assemblé à l'envers avant d'être retourné sur les derniers points de couture. Un couturier en particulier attire notre attention. Son prénom ? Papou. Sa vitesse d'exécution et sa précision sont impressionnantes.
मेरा नाम पप्पू है ते मेरी उम्र 40 साल है ते इस काम में तकरीबन 22 साल हो गए मुझे इस काम में तो स्टेजिंग मतलब 22 साल तकरीबन हो ही गए 20 साल हो गए तो मतलब फैमिली भी है अभी
कोई फैमिली में है जो आपके साथ काम करता है यहाँ पे?
फैमिली मतलब जनानी है मतलब जब कुछ थोड़ा बहुत करती है अपना घर का काम खत्म करने के बाद तो बाकी बच्चे तो स्कूल ही पढ़ रहे हैं अभी.
Enfin, chaque ballon est contrôlé, gonflé et nettoyé avant d'être empaqueté pour expédition. L'usine d'Anouj et Anourag emploie plus de 60 salariés sur différents postes, du travail de la matière à la découpe, en passant par la peinture, jusqu'à l'assemblage. En visitant cet atelier, on y ressent le travail artisanal qui existe autour du ballon et l'esprit familial qui en découle. Au Pendjab, ce sont des centaines d'usines qui ont vu le jour depuis l'époque coloniale britannique. L'entreprise d'Anouj a été la première labellisée commerce équitable. On a voulu en savoir un peu plus sur ce label Fairtrade, son fonctionnement, les actions menées et dans un sens plus large, discuter des conditions sociales autour du ballon de sport. Nous avons ainsi rencontré Amit Das, en charge du réseau Fairtrade en Asie.
My name is Amit Das, and I represent Network of Asia and Pacific Producers. I'm 37-year-old, and I support the producers on developing social, economic, and environmental standards, and support them through providing training and developing new projects. So under Fairtrade, what we basically do is we have the producers who are part of the Fairtrade certification.
Okay.
So our role is also to understand how aware they are about the Fairtrade requirements on social standards,
Okay.
or the general standards, or the trade standards. So our discussion with the workers was more on understanding what they know and
About Fairtrade?
about Fairtrade,
Okay.
and to also make them understand that what are their rights, what are their responsibilities
As salaries?
as the minimum wage requirement, so that they understand that when they are part of the Fairtrade organization, they are actually getting the right wage.
And do they usually know about their rights, about what we can do, what their employee can do? Do they know about it, or it's new for them?
So, yeah, of course. So we cannot say they do not know about it. They know about it in many ways.
Okay.
But because of the different parameters, we can say that they might not be fully aware of the systems, because these industry norms keep changing. And for a group of workers, it's never so easy to be aware of those changed norms every now and then, because they do not come from an educated background, or their literacy is not that level.
Okay.
So we try to ensure that those updates, those new informations that is there as per the law of the land,
all the fair trade requirements are well made aware to them.
Okay. Do you work with the government, with the Indian government, or you're independent?
Okay, no, so we currently work independent
Okay.
because we basically directly look with the producers who are self-registered. Indirectly, yes, we might be helping the government in a way, but a direct advocacy we have not done yet because at this moment it's not so required, given we are also following certain standards which are already there as per the government law.
Okay.
So under fair trade, only thing that gets into practice is anything which is stricter as compared to the Government of India law or the fair trade requirements, whichever is higher is what we try to practice.
I understand. And respect to the factory, for example, this morning with the Legend factory, when they sign the contract to be fair trade, what they have to do? What does it mean when they sign?
As per the fair trade requirements, so what we actually see, we go ahead with a fairer trade because fair trade would mean a fair supply chain.
Okay.
And when you say a fair supply chain means you need to be following 3 pillars of fair trade.
Okay.
These are nothing but democracy, participation and transparency.
Okay.
So Legend as an organization, as they commit to be part of fair trade, so they ensure that they need to give the workers the opportunity for democratic decision making so that workers are in a position to decide what they need from the premium money they receive.
Okay.
Secondly, we also allow them, or the fair trade allows them, to be participatory. As you could have seen that there are almost more than 20 plus workers working.
Yeah.
And a premium money is coming to a common bank account. So what we try to do, or what the system tries to do, is train the workers so that everyone becomes a participatory in the decision making. So
Like
they
that
have their voice.
Is a member of a factory.
Factory of them.
Okay.
And then we also follow the transparency that whatever premium money has been received by them, the workers are capable to utilize them and also be ready for the audits. So that it is a very clear kind of information that this is the money that I have received and this is the money I have invested on.
Okay.
So a clear process of these 3 pillars has been showcased from the fair trade.
Okay. Are there many balls factories which are fair trade?
In terms of India, yes, we are only one at this present.
Okay.
And
That's something new for
that-
ball factories, or?
Yes, because these kind of concepts were not there earlier. And I think Legend is one of the first mover from India who would actually be part of the fair trade. But then we have one more producer group who is interested to be part of the fair trade now. And very soon we can see they could be.
Okay. And from your point of view, is it necessary that ball factories become fair trade for the future, for the development, for the salaries, for democracy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think when we talk about fair trade, we do not limit only to the premium utilization. We talk about social compliances. We talk about general compliances. We talk about trade compliances. We talk about traceability. We talk about business developments. So we ensure that everyone involved in this whole supply chain are aware of these rights, benefits, and nobody is exploited in the whole process.
Yeah, okay. So, Amit, you know, in France, we don't know that in Pendjab, in India and Pakistan, that they have a real know-how about soccer ball. And I think that we hide it because all the soccer balls comes from that part of the world. And I think suppliers hide it because we have the image, maybe false, that the social rights are not respected in India and in Pakistan. What do you think about that?
To be very straightforward on that, I think, see, industry level, there may be an issue because it's a big industry.
Yeah.
Of course. And we definitely cannot deny that there are no challenges. Okay. There are very public reports which talks about it.
Yeah.
I think that's where the fair trade makes a change.
Okay.
Because fair trade ensures when the producer organization is ready to be part of this system, we also ensure that they commit to have no child labor within their supply chain. They commit to develop a system that the workers or the members themselves are capable to be part of a protection committee.
Yeah.
They create the committee
Okay.
so that they can themselves understand whether in their community they have such kind of challenges. And if yes, there is also a system of child labor policies.
Yeah.
We have child remediation policies that we support the producers with.
Because in Europe, we saw in the past some picture in the 90s with some children who were stitching some balls. And I think it keeps in mind, But how is it, this situation? No, I know that the government worked a lot about it, and you are strict law about that, no? Yeah?
So yes, exactly. I think the earlier industries, if you see at 90s, of course, there are a lot of public reports there,
Yeah?
which talks about this.
Yeah?
But also one thing we need to look at is we are now in 21st, 22nd century. Things have progressed very well.
Okay.
Because earlier also there were limitations on global awareness.
Okay.
So if you see, people are more aware now. And as the brands are also moving towards sustainability, I think even the producers in our country are getting more aware about such laws and requirements.
Okay.
And also we are following international labor organizations. India is a member of ILO.
Okay, so
And
it
by
moves a
default,
lot
yes.
since the 90s.
So by default, we talk about no challenges in that. Of course, in the industry level, we see that there could be some challenges. And I think fair trade stands out in that. Because that's where we talk about that if you are fair trade, you will at least have a policies, you will have a committee to self-understand such challenges. And in case it is identified in a nearby area, I think we also have systems where we develop the child remediation policies. So we work out tools, how to identify, how to eradicate, how to monitor, and how to progress it.
Okay. So we can
with
say
those systems.
you help the systems to go better and
Exactly.
better. Yeah.
So we don't say no to the challenges, because what I feel is fair trade is such a concept that we should be reaching out to the vulnerable set of people. That's where we make it change. And if nobody comes forward in accepting the issues and then finding out the ways to resolve it, then I don't think we're doing great. And I think fair trade is where we stand out in that, so that we understand the challenges, if at all there is there, and we find out, remediation of those challenges.
So you do a beautiful job.
Thank you.
L'organisation Fairtrade a permis de favoriser une avancée considérable en termes d'évolution de la considération sociale en usine. Avec son siège basé en Allemagne, le label est actif dans plus de 120 pays à travers le monde et accompagne plus d'1 million de travailleurs et chefs d'entreprise. Elle apparaît comme un pont privilégié entre pays du Nord et pays du Sud, vers un mode de fonctionnement et des relations commerciales plus justes, sur toute la chaîne de production d'un produit. Si ce label est connu pour son travail sur le volet social, il est aussi plus récemment actif sur les questions environnementales et liées au réchauffement climatique. Au cours de notre voyage, nous avons eu l'opportunité de visiter d'autres usines. L'une d'entre elles travaille avec l'instance internationale la plus haut placée dans le monde du football, la FIFA. L'occasion d'échanger sur l'influence de cette instance, sur les ballons de football et leur production. Il existe des ballons sur lesquels sont apposés des logos FIFA. Ces logos correspondent, vous allez le voir, à plusieurs critères de qualité, répondant à un cahier des charges émis par l'instance.
So Mohit, we are here in your factory, and you have a FIFA agreement, right? Like you can do some FIFA tests.
Yes, as a FIFA, we almost have all tests of FIFA here.
Yeah.
So if you see, there are almost 7 or 8 important football tests we're supposed to conduct here. So we conduct all of those critical tests here, which includes the bounce of the football and the water absorption of the football and the sphericity of the ball, diameter of the ball.
Okay.
And then obviously the shooting test, which is very difficult. So
the shooting test is the most difficult test?
See, actually you judge the performance of a ball just by shooting the ball.
Otherwise, it's very difficult to compare one recreational football with the professional level. So shooting test really gives you the inside of the ball, what the ball worth for. So, so the strength and the durability comes from the shooting of the ball.
Okay. And why did you decide to buy these machines and to be able to do this test? It was for you to be sure that your ball are good, or?
See, actually, it's a matter of if you are really involved in developing your own products. If you are evolving, if you want to evolve every year, you need to have a lot of testing inside, because that helps you to innovate the product, change the raw material. You understand the change of impact of raw materials on the final product. So you test, you change, you test, you change. So you measure all changes on the final product. Is it really value addition, doing any value addition on the ball or not? So
I understand. I understand. And do the FIFA tests are just for the technical aspect, or do they have some tests, for example, for the material used? For
yes. See, the FIFA testing is done only the physical testing of the. That is basically a performance test. We talk about only the performance and the durability of the ball. As a consumer, as a player, as an athlete. But just to control it in production, we have to break all the components separately, so that every raw material has to be tested very precisely on their different specs to control those performance parameters in the final product.
I understand.
So we have a breaking load machine where we see the breaking load of the PU materials. We have this aging test. We have oven suit care. We have some crocking test where we see the rubbing of the materials. We have a color matching boxes where we match the shade of the materials and the print colors and graphics with the customers. So apart from that, we have a lot of some other like chillers kind of a thing where we can freeze the ball and see how that's changing.
Okay. And in a FIFA agreement, do you have to work, for example, without phthalates, to work with inks, EN71? Do they have some requirements like that ones, or no, you can do everything you want, and if technically the ball is good, it's okay, it's a FIFA ball?
See what happens, usually FIFA only talk about the final product. They are not talking about what technology you are using, what the method you are using. There are a lot of methods of making a football nowadays. Earlier it was a conventional orthodox stitching with hands. But now the modern technology of manufacturing has been used by thermo-bonded balls, molded balls, and even the super stitch or hybrid football technologies. So they are the modern way of making footballs. You know, the ultimate purpose to develop and innovate to make the product economical, sustainable, and affordable. So eliminating the labor cost, use of technology is creating more precise ball and cost-effective also.
Okay. But do they talk about sustainable products? Are they talking about sustainable football and tell you try to do some sustainable balls, or they don't talk about that?
See, sustainability if you see sustainability as a whole, sustainability means the sustainability as a business, as a product, as a material, as a function, as a purpose, as an end life. So you cannot do in a day. The Rome was not built in a day. So you have to work all those attributes by upgrading the technology of the workers, so you can make them a sustainable business. You can really offer them a better living, and you can really change better raw materials, go for some recycling raw materials and PU and some base fabrics. You can also go for some other biodegradable rubber contents which can be biodegradable cells. So a lot of elements you have to think of to make it a more sustainable product.
Okay, I understand. And do a FIFA ball has to be in PU automatically, or?
It's not really true.
Not really true.
Being one of the finest ball manufacturer of India, we are the only one who have FIFA approved football with the rubber ball. Most of the people, it's assumption. This is an assumption that all the football is played in Europe or England or America, where the temperature is little low, and PU is good for that. Rubber is a little bad for that weather. But for India, the country, the temperature is very high. It's very tropical area. Moisture level is very dry. The rubber is a very handy and useful product. So we have already one product with the FIFA approved low tag in the rubber ball.
Okay. And how do you become a FIFA company? Not a FIFA company, but a company which has FIFA agreements. How do you become? You show the product you are able to produce, or?
See, actually,
does it work?
it's a big process actually. Being a part of becoming a member of FIFA is not basically a product maker. You have to be a complete organization. You work as a complete organization as a whole. It's just a matter of not only making a product but also the compliance factory. You have to really ensure all compliances and legal has to be intact in the organization. You have to accomplish all the safety standards, the global safety standard in the organization.
So they look at the social environment.
Yes. So FIFA doesn't recognize only the ball. They also talk about the compliance, socially, safety of the product, the people, the welfare of the people, and also the environment working. So all of the factors are serious.
You have some audits to pass, or?
Yeah, we already have all the audits. We have gone through many social audits, system audits, environment audits. Apart from that, we already have usually every year we go for some supply chain audits. We also every year going for some FCCA audits, SCS audits of US. So all these compliances are the part of the business.
Okay, thank you.
Pour être logoté FIFA, un ballon doit donc passer différents tests, durant lesquels sont mesurées sa rondeur, son absorption à l'eau, son rebond et sa résistance aux frappes. La majorité des usines qui ont l'agrément FIFA se trouvent au Pendjab. Cette région a produit la plupart des ballons de compétition internationale et a fourni jusque dans les années 2000 90% de la production mondiale des ballons de football. Puis un autre pays a développé la production de ballons, avec un procédé moins artisanal et plus industriel, souvent autour de machines, la Chine. Cette donnée a fait évoluer le nombre de ballons fabriqués au Pendjab, le process mécanique jouant sur le coût de revient du produit fini. Mais le savoir-faire industriel artisanal pendjabi continue de perdurer, et beaucoup d'acteurs, comme nous chez Rebond, y sont sensibles. Je m'appelle Simon et suis l'un des fondateurs de Rebond. Même si je connaissais le ballon de par mon histoire, je souhaitais faire ce voyage au Pendjab pour partir sur les traces de notre propre produit. Comme une remise à niveau, partir d'une feuille blanche avec un maximum de prise de hauteur. Certain que, pour savoir le chemin que l'on souhaite donner à notre produit, le ballon de sport, nous devons savoir d'où il vient, connaître son histoire et celle des femmes et des hommes qui le construisent chaque jour. En tant que consommateurs de leur savoir-faire, ce voyage initiatique au sein duquel nous avons voulu vous emmener nous aura permis d'affirmer une ambition forte. Le ballon de demain se fera en mettant en commun nos savoirs entre Orient et Occident, sera représentatif de nos histoires et de nos héritages, un vrai porte-parole de valeurs sociales et environnementales.